Welcome viewers. New York prosecutors have offered Mr. Trump an opportunity to testify to a grand jury. In this video we will break it all down for you. But before we continue, please take a minute of your precious time to hit the subscribe button below and turn on the notification bell to get the latest update from us. Manhattan prosecutors have signaled to former President Donald Trump that he could face criminal charges relating to his alleged role in hush money payments to porn star Stormy Daniels, The New York Times reported on Thursday, citing 4 unnamed sources. The former president was told he could appear before a Manhattan grand jury next week if he wished to testify, the newspaper said. It said such invitations almost always mean an indictment is close. A lawyer for the former president confirmed to Reuters that Mr. Trump had been invited to testify. He has a chance to appear before the grand jury as all people subject to an investigation do, Mr. Trump's attorney, Susan Nichols, told Reuters. If Mr. Trump is charged, it would mark the first ever indictment of a former president and add to legal challenges faced by Mr. Trump as he seeks the Republican nomination for president in 2024. While being given the opportunity to testify indicates that Manhattan District Attorney Alvin Bragg could charge the president, the prosecutor could still decline to indict Mr. Trump. Mark Scholl, a former prosecutor in the Manhattan District Attorney's office, told Reuters that Mr. Trump being given an opportunity to testify suggests that the grand jury had heard evidence implicating him in a crime. The invitation should mean the prosecutor is preparing to seek criminal charges. If Mr. Trump does appear, he will have to waive immunity and answer the prosecutor's questions, he said. Mr. Trump on Truth Social called it a political witch hunt. I did absolutely nothing wrong. I never had an affair with Stormy Daniels, nor would I have wanted to have an affair with Stormy Daniels. This is a political witch hunt, trying to take down the leading candidate, by far, in the Republican Party. Ms. Daniels has said she had a sexual liaison with the former president and received $130,000 before the 2016 presidential election in exchange for not discussing her encounter with Mr. Trump, who denies it happened and in 2018 told reporters he knew nothing about a payment to Ms. Daniels. Mr. Trump's former personal lawyer, Michael Cohen, was sentenced to 3 years in prison in federal court in New York for orchestrating hush payments to Ms. Daniels and another woman, former Playboy model Karen McDougal, who said she had a months-long affair with Mr. Trump before he took office. Mr. Trump is facing multiple legal challenges and investigations including over his handling of classified documents and his alleged efforts to overturn the results of the 2020 presidential election. My great friend and author of Dark Agenda, David Horowitz, is out with a new book, Final Battle. The next election could be the last, Trump posted through his social media page on Truth Social. In his book, Horowitz exposes the left's plans to destroy democracy and says that the 2024 presidential election could be the nation's last, as Democrats are posing a deadly threat to freedom with their goal of creating a one-party state and turning America into a socialist nation. Horowitz, a New York Times best-selling author, writes that Democrats are using wokeism, racism, white supremacy, the FBI, and more as weapons to achieve their goals of creating a one-party political state dominated by the far left. Horowitz argues the left's goals are manifest in their assault on the First Amendment through so-called cancel culture and their collusion in the deplatforming of a president of the United States and his 74 million supporters. Horowitz, in a recent opinion piece for Newsmax, wrote that his book has been censored by YouTube after his interview with Dr. Anthony Harper, White House correspondent for the Intermountain Christian News, about the book, and the 2020 election was permanently removed and banned. Please, what is your take on this? And remember to subscribe as well. Thanks for watching.